All right. Um, so let's start this. Sorry first for no, not interested. Hang on. Um, okay, great. Sorry for the late. Ah, come on, the late stream start. So I had said last time that this stream would start later than usual because I had an appointment. You actually came back from that appointment like maybe 40 minutes ago. And then my computer had to restart for an update, and it took its sweet, sweet time to install the update, even though, sorry, even though it was not something major. Oh, come on. Um, so at first I wasn't sure I would do this stream because it's going to be much shorter than usual. Uh, so I was like, oh, maybe I will just stream tomorrow instead, and then apologize at that time. But something else came up, and now I have to do this stream and explain exactly what came up and why it's important. So hang on, I'm preparing the game at the same time. Um, and so nice. So basically, what's going on is that there are some changes of plan, uh, at least for uh, at least for the next stream, which would have been on Friday. Won't be able to do it then because I have to go away tomorrow for something like not really important, but it's something that I was asked to move. I mean, to go somewhere for a few days. So I won't be home on Friday. I will come back on Saturday, but I don't know at what time. So depending on the time I come back, I will either do a stream on Saturday and have to shift my schedule basically, or I will do a stream on Sunday. And also, starting in August, I will start being a bit busy. I don't have any details yet. But essentially, I'll be starting something that will keep me busy. I don't know if it will be for entire days at a time. I don't know when I will be home. And it will be like from August to October at least. So I will tell more when I have more details, but I should have more details on August 1st. But for now, I don't have more than that. So since today's stream will be shorter than usual, I won't stream Soul Worker. Not that it matters because obviously it's not bringing in. I mean, it's not interesting for people. I will try. That's something that I've been thinking about. I'll try to like change a few things about my channel to make it more, appealing, I guess. Uh, so maybe find a new background, but I don't, I don't really find any background interesting. That's the problem. I don't have any idea what would be considered a good background, and I can't commission one. Um, Maybe change my name as well and my profile picture because uh, honestly, like my username, I don't really like it for Twitch at least. Thing is, I have basically no clear idea on what I would want to call myself because I'm terrible at coming up with names. And maybe add some changes to my model. I don't know. Anyway, the game. I'm hoping it will work. I've decided to change something. Use something in beta for OBS. A beta feature that basically allows to single out the game's audio on the audio mixer instead of using the computer's audio. So this way, if there is anything that does some noise in the background, you won't hear it. You will only hear audio from the game. If you don't hear anything right now, it's normal. The music was just stopped. I have put it in the same volume as my as the audio I had for the background in the beginning. I need to find some music to play in the background as well during chill moments, but I don't have any idea because I would need to find something not copyrighted. And I know nothing about all that stuff. Like really, I know nothing. Tales of Berseria.
This recipe looks...
Also, like,
Scout ship setting
at
sail.
first I wanted to... At first I was thinking, you know, since it's going to be a short stream, I'm going to, like, do some GeoGuessr or something. But since there are so many things that I needed to talk about and so many changes, I thought, you know what? Maybe not currently, but at some point I will do probably a GeoGuessr stream. Last time, we came to a town, basically like did a link with the gates of Vortigern, and we are basically like where the desert was in this area, because we found the tower. We found Zavid again. We learned more about Ifrid. I mean, a bit more, at least we saw what he looks like. Melchior tried to use illusions to trap Aizen, but it didn't work. And so now we are going back to the ship because we got them the plans they needed to get better, and I'm pretty sure there's nothing else for me to do in the area. I mean, at least for now.
I thought I smelled someone pondering. What's on your mind, Laphicet?
I know Siegfried comes from another continent and all.
Hmm.
But do you know anything else about it, Ropero?
Nope, can't say I do. All I care about are swords. That contraption doesn't interest me much.
Oh yeah, and we learned
I
a bit more
suppose
about
that makes
Siegfried.
sense. But it looked real powerful.
Just guessing based on how we saw Zavid use it, I'd say it amplifies his power somehow.
An amplifier. It's true that he seemed to get stronger when he fired it at himself.
Yeah, and it gave that dying legendary wyvern enough strength to escape.
But wasn't it also what he used to dispel Melchior's illusions back there?
That was also amplification. The Malachim are the source of his arts. The relic pushed them past their limits and... kablooey.
Suffice it to say, it can be used both offensively and defensively. It must be very hard to master.
More important is what the Abbey plans to do with it. Not that I really care.
Yeah, it is indeed powerful, as we saw.
Laphicet? May I ask you something?
What is it?
The girl with the umbrella from Lord Melchior's illusion. What is her connection to Aizen? I don't think he'd answer if I asked him myself.
I don't know. I was wondering about her as well. She was pretty, wasn't she?
Oh, so you like a girl who's cute, but with a bit of sophistication.
Really? I thought his type was more like
Shh.
What's going on?
We were discussing a delicate topic. Lafisette's first crush, if you must know.
Oh,
No, we weren't. We were just talking about the umbrella girl from the illusion.
the umbrella girl. That illusion made Aizen hesitate. She must be really important to him.
Indeed. It must be a deep, naughty relationship.
Come on now.
Like a wife he wants to leave, but he can never let go. Or a lover from whom he can't move on.
No, that's too wild. And she's
Yep.
too young.
Yeah, it's not that. What's more likely for a self-serving pirate is a daughter from a woman who only knows him by a fake name. Perhaps one whom he cast aside, or who cast him aside.
And maybe she was somebody he couldn't marry for some reason. But when she died, he raised her daughter for her.
He had been friends
Okay.
with her since they were children. But they only realized their true feelings after they had been married to someone else.
Is this their idea of romance?
Yep. Yep.
In any case, beware of girls, Laphicet.
Right.
They're starting to write a fanfic. When the truth is not that deep, it's literally just his little sister. Okay, yep. So we are going back. I guess I could use one. You know what? I can afford it. If I don't use them, I'll never use them because I will at some point get. So it's been a while since I've checked the shop, at least in my memory. Why do all these things like ready? Ooh, shock word for Velvet. Okay. The good thing is, compared to Zestiria, you don't have to actually you don't have to actually what do I say it? You don't have to pay attention to much more than the weapon stats. In Zestiria you had the skills and stuff like that. Here you just have the stats. And in Arise it will be even clearer, I mean even easier. Dismantle. Must have picked up a few things that I can dismantle, at least I think so. I should really like start fighting more. It just I feel so lazy to fight more. Like I'm like, what's the point? So I don't fight more, but it would be actually quite useful. I want, yes, to enhance that. And you know, maybe it would help me get my level faster. My shop level fast, higher rather. Okay, so now we should have the side quest that I talked about.
Now what are we gonna do? What's wrong?
This dog came up with a book in its mouth. Here, take a look.
Huh. It looks pretty old. I've never seen this kind of writing before.
It's not ancient Avarost, that's for sure. Part of it looks like a chronology, so maybe it's a history book?
If I were to guess, I'd say they're Meliodosian characters, which would peg it at about 2,000 years old. It's more recent than Avarost, but the writing has fallen completely out of use.
All kinds of notes are written throughout the book, too. Someone must have been studying it.
If it's research material, that might make it Vidal's book.
Vidal? Who's that?
He's a weird kid who's way into studying history. He lives at the inn.
Could you maybe deliver the book to him for us? We were told not to get too close to him, so...
Yeah, sure. I guess.
Yep, that's the quest. Hang on. If the writings are from the era of Meliodas, and it's 2000 years old, we heard of King Meliodas in Zestiria, in the museum thingy. I don't remember what's the name of the town, but in one of the towns there was a museum where we met Attack. We heard of King Meliodas, so there was a bust of him. And so that bust was 3000 years old. Anyway. Have I missed anything? I don't think so. No. Okay. So this thing that we've started is going to be the first side quest in the game.
Where could I have left it?
Are you Vidal? Is this yours?
My book! Oh, that book is super important to me. Thank you.
I'm Laphicet. I hope you don't mind that we flipped through some of it. Can you actually read Meliodasian script?
You recognize Meliodasian writing? That's unusual in this day and age.
Oh, it's not that big of a deal, really.
Yeah, it's Magiru who
When I grow up,
noticed it.
I want to be an adventurer who travels the world and explores lots of ruins. So to make sure I'm ready for anything, I've been studying ancient history, starting with the Era of Darkness.
The Era of Darkness? You're referring to the Dark Period, right?
Right. Almost no written records from the age have survived. But if you compare the history before and after, you can tell something major must have happened.
Wow, that's fascinating.
I know!
Look at those two, all worked up over an old book. My little brother was just like that too. Laffy and our brother used to.
We've received reports of suspicious persons in the area. Have you seen anything?
Not good. They're onto us.
Quickly, hide in my house.
Thanks, kid. Oh yeah, I forgot. The inn, I mean what we consider
Patel,
the
have you
inn in
seen
this town,
anyone suspicious recently?
is just a regular
Sorry,
house.
sir. I've been absorbed in my book.
That's all right. Thanks. Look, I know it must be tough living alone with your mom. Just remember, your father's a praetor. He's out there fighting to protect us all. Keep your chin up for his sake at least, all right?
Uh-huh.
See, I've been skipping this cutscene so much when I played on my own that I've never learned about that fact.
Thanks for your help, Vidal.
Vidal, your father is an exorcist?
Yeah, he is. But don't worry, I won't say anything about you and your friends. I'm your friend too.
Really?
And to prove it, I'll let everyone in on a big secret. This book tells you how to make an Omega Elixir, an incredibly ancient and powerful medicine. If I'm reading it right, you need 5 ingredients in order to create the elixir. I've only translated one of them so far, but I'll tell you what it is.
That's really nice of you, Vidal. But I don't have any way to repay you for this.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. I'd just like it if you came and talked with me again sometime.
Of course. What are friends for?
The Omega Elixir. That's an ancient medicine said to be able to cure any disease. But it was my understanding that no samples or recipes survived the Era of Darkness.
Meliodasian script was used prior to the Era of Darkness, so I guess it's possible that Vidal's recipe might be legit.
He's just a kid. I don't know how much we can trust his translation.
You saw his notes. I doubt many adults could even get anything out of that book. He might be onto something.
Kids are more capable than we give them credit for, especially where their interests lie.
I think we can trust Fidel.
Laffy used to read books intently like that, too.
Furthermore, couldn't a hypothetical Omega Elixir be quite useful to you, Velvet?
Laffy-set, you look like you really want to track down those ingredients.
Yeah, I do.
Personally, I don't really care. But if you want to look for them, I won't stop you.
Okay.
Alright, and so now we should get... hang on. Yep. Now we get the side quest written in the map screen. So every side quest will be written here. Whenever there's one, it will be written here. I mean, one that I have activated. So the thing is... Yeah, no, we can get this one. Okay. We can get the first ingredient. The problem would be the second ingredient. Basically, the second ingredient, if I remember correctly, will be like up in Southgand, near Helavis. And we won't have the opportunity to go back to Helavis in a long time. So side quest will stay dormant in a way for some time.
This big storm came and swept me out to a Class 4 island, and let me tell you, it's as bad as the rumors make it sound. I wanted to just wait it out in a shipyard somewhere, but then the water turned all gooey. Then I had these jellyfish things coming onto the deck, and before I knew it, slugs were swimming around in the damn ocean.
Wouldn't the salt in seawater mess up a slug?
Yeah, that's what I thought too, but these weren't no sea slugs neither. It was scary, I'll tell you that much. You want my advice? Stay the hell away from that island altogether. But if you do go, watch out for that gooey stuff.
What did that pirate mean by Class 4? I've never heard of that.
It's a classification the Abbey uses to help inform their strategy, an estimation of how well they've been able to manage the demon outbreak in an area. Administrative Zone Classes 1 through 3 have been assigned a suitable contingent of exorcists to guarantee the population's safety.
So, Class 4 administrative zones are ones that are still unsafe?
In a perfect world, the entire kingdom would be protected, but there's just not enough manpower to go around. The Abbey doesn't send exorcists to remote areas and far-off islands. Instead, they avoid casualties by making those areas off-limits.
But that pirate mentioned he'd come close to an island. Are those policies actually enforced?
They send out an official notice to stay away, and that's all. It's not like they could blockade every tiny remote island out there. So you're free to dive into the deep end if you want, but no one will come to your rescue. Hope you know how to swim.
If they could keep the demons in check, they wouldn't have to tell people to stay clear. Frankly, I think the Abbey just doesn't want to go near places like that.
In other words, these are dangerous places that the Abbey has washed their hands of.
Makes you wonder how much they can administrate these places when they're not willing to get their hands dirty.
Are there many Class 4 administrative zones?
I've heard of 10 such regions in my time working as an inspector for the Abbey, but I'm afraid I couldn't tell you their exact locations or their current status.
If the Abbey abandoned this island, it's probably safe to assume that it's getting to be pretty dangerous.
If we go there, we're gonna want to be prepared.
Yep. So, Class 4 administrative zones, we'll be able to visit like all 10 of them, essentially. These are arenas, in a way. So they're like small islands with you go there, you interact with a sort of black flame, and a few waves of enemies spawn. So usually, like, each zone is tied to a specific type of enemy. For example, there's one where every enemy is crustacean and things like that. and you defeat all the enemies, and when you win, you get a reward. Like, I don't remember what the reward is for the first one. I think for the later ones, it's like usually cosmetic stuff. But for the first one, it's like a glass sight or something like that. So a bit useful.
Demons! There's more of them! A whole band of them rampaging through Roark Forest!
There was already one dangerous demon in those woods, and now we have more! And they're still on the loose! A lot of exorcists have come to deal with them, but...
What do these demons look like?
That's what I want to know. Those Abbey people won't tell us nothing. Every time a demon comes around, it's all, show us your cargo this, and don't leave port for a while that. How are we supposed to catch any fish?
These demons really are a pain in the neck. If I was an exorcist, I'd lay down some justice, I tell ya. At the end of the day, it's not the demons or the exorcist that have it rough. It's us normal folk.
Anyway, you guys should be careful. There are demons about.
Thanks for the warning.
You don't say. My god, demons.
First
Where?
Mate, you're all right!
Sorry to worry you.
And the captain?
It turned out to be a fake. But now I know the real one's still alive somewhere.
Well, of course he is.
Not that he has a lot of time left.
What do you mean?
Calm down. I'll explain later.
Aizen... You stay calm too, okay?
And you've all taken your Salatoma?
Yes, sir.
And nobody died?
All still kicking.
Compared to your curse, sir, this sickness was tiny potatoes.
All right. Then let's get ready to sail out.
Already done, sir.
We're ready whenever.
And I guess he must have helped that he wasn't around
The Pirate's Creed, huh?
when they were sick.
There's worse out there.
Okay. So now we can take the ship again. I believe we can go back to Southgand. Oh, yes. So first we're going to Percadnix. We need to go for the first ingredient. We need to go to what's his name, Kologane's hideout. So in the deepest part of the cave. Sorry if I have trouble. I seem to have trouble talking today. I didn't sleep well, and that's because I had to wake up early for a blood test. So I could not eat or drink yesterday. I mean, at least at the end of the day. So I feel a bit sluggish. But yeah, I didn't sleep well because my sleep schedule is fucked up, and so I must have slept like 4 hours. Tried to sleep again earlier today and couldn't. Oh, and now that I think about it, I have to do something tomorrow morning, and then in the afternoon I have to leave town. Oh, going to be a pain. It's not even for something really important that I have to go, but still don't have a choice. Anyway, I don't remember when we get the item to traverse these pits, but I will be quite happy when we finally get it. I do know that it's not in Southgand, so it won't be for a while. I'm trying to remember. So wait, something happens in Southgand. I mean, a lot of things happen. And then... I don't remember. Might be after that. Anyway, for now... let's go pick up whatever is in... I almost said Rokuro. Kurogene's hideout. Oh, and I just realized I said I needed to fight more, and I absolutely have not. I really should. Should. It will give me more equipment that I can then dismantle to upgrade my own. Ouch. I still feel some pain where the needle was used. And I have to... I'll have to get another needle next week for some vaccination stuff. I'm late on some vaccines. Not the COV ones, the other mandatory vaccines for once you reach the specific ages. I'm like 3 years late on one of them, which means I I could have gotten any of the diseases it covers, and would have been quite sick. Anyway, so first the Worm Spear.
This must be Longdow's dust. The ingredient Vidal's Omega Elixir recipe calls for.
I can't believe you actually found it.
We have to go tell Vidal. Maybe he's been able to translate the rest of the list.
Yeah.
Yep. So now return to Port Cadnix. Then we go back to the ship. I don't need to use because I could use an enough bottle to just teleport or in it. Oh, I guess I can. You know what? It's easier. It's faster than running around, I guess.
Wow,
And after we
is
give,
that Longdow's dust? That's one of the Omega Elixir ingredients.
after we take care of this, we'll go to the
Yeah,
class 4 zone.
proof your research
Zone.
is right.
Thanks. I've just managed to translate the description of the second ingredient. Here, take this and... Oh,
What's wrong? Your face is red.
Hey, you're burning up.
it's fine. I'm pretty much always running a fever.
That makes it even worse. We need to get you home so you can rest up.
But I'm still translating the recipe.
You heard me.
All right. She's scary. Is she your sister or something, Laffy said?
Well, it's kind of a long story.
Oh, okay. Well, you seem to have a pretty complicated life.
Do you think he's
Yeah.
always that sick?
Wouldn't
It's quite
surprise me.
complicated.
I was weak when I was a kid too.
He's probably been like this since he was born. That must be why his parents named him Vidal. It means to live.
Huh. I never thought about that.
Luffy said is like that too. It means one who lives.
One who lives.
And he wants to be an explorer when he grows up. I feel sorry for him.
But if he drinks the Omega Elixir, I think he can get better. When he sets off on his adventures, will you let him aboard the Von Eltia, Eisen?
I suppose I could cut him a deal.
You'd charge him?
I'm a pirate, kid. Comes with the territory. But I promise you, I won't charge him too much.
I suppose that'll have to do.
One who lives. I did not know that Laphicette's name had meaning behind it.
Didn't mean much in the end. I poured my soul into getting him through. But he's still dead all the same. Hope. What a waste.
You really think it was pointless?
What else am I supposed to think? It won't bring him back.
I mean, Rokuro is surprised that there's meaning behind Laphicet's name when Rokuro means sixth son, as he said before. So it has meaning as well. Just not the in Unicorn Thorn. So it's in the Figal in the Figal ice caps, where we basically landed with a ship after escaping the prison. But we can't go there yet because the ship won't let us go near Helevis. It will take a while before we are able to go back there. Now that I think about it, I forgot to check something. Over map. No, that's not Port Cadnix. Okay. So now we go to the administrative zone, just to show a bit how it is and to get the prize. So class 4 administrative zones will be available throughout the game. Essentially, like throughout the story, at some point there will be like NPCs in ports that will talk about coming across a class 4 zone, and it will give us a location, and we have to like continue the story to get info on more locations. Each of them has a cat's box, in a cat's chest. Oh wait!
Take a look at this.
Okay. What I found currently are potato and mayonnaise. Mayonnaise on an escalator. Anyway, I don't know why I've always found this thing funny.
I don't see any.
It's stupid, but it's funny.
Look! There's something spewing out of the middle!
I sense a really malicious force emanating from it.
It's probably the vengeful spirits of those who fought and died here looking for glory!
Thanks for that. Now I've got goosebumps.
Let's try not to wind up as more vengeful spirits.
I mean, technically we already are. So yeah, that's it. So essentially, like, yep, you can battle waves of specific types of demon. After a certain amount of demons have been defeated, more will appear. And it's over when all demons have been completely wiped out. So the reward is unique. You only get it once.
I'll finish this now.
Essentially, we have to battle waves of enemies. Sorry, I have to get back into the mood for this game because it's been a while. So I've been continuing to play Soul Worker on my other account in the meantime, and I've almost reached the end of season 1. Oh, come on. I've been affected with slow. Sorry. So there's no actual telling of when the battle would be over. I mean, it doesn't show you. So you just have to keep fighting. Okay, great. I'm finally cured from slow.
That was tougher than I would have liked.
Okay, and we got a lot of loot, which will be quite useful when we, you know, when we need to enhance stuff. All demons defeated. Okay, yeah, it's event type. Allows you to perform different arts by pressing attack while guarding.
Looks like we won't be joining the party.
I can see why this place is the stuff of cautionary bedtime stories.
Not to mention why the Abbey's keeping way the hell away.
We shouldn't let our guard down. But this place could still be a good chance to hone our combat skills.
Indeed. Most everything we fought here seems to follow a pattern. This is a good place for tactical training.
If we ever end up on another island like this one, we should probably come prepared for the kinds of enemies we'll face.
Yep, it's essentially the game telling you you'll find more of these. Anyway, so they all look different, of course. They are not like just the same map reused. And now we go to Isle in Southgand.
It's too bad that wasn't the real Ifreed. But I'm glad everyone on the ship is feeling better.
Yeah. Though it sounds like they never want to touch that Salatoma stuff ever again.
What about Eleanor?
She took it too, and her face went all wow.
I don't mean how she looked. I mean how she actually feels.
Oh, well, she looks like she feels better too.
Good.
You're worried about her, aren't you, Velvet?
No, it's nothing like that.
Let me tell you something, kiddo. When young maidens ripen, they have trouble expressing their feelings.
So Velvet's ripen?
Mogilu! Quit giving Laphicet confusing thoughts.
No trouble expressing those feelings, I see.
The Abbey is supposed to exist to bring peace and order to the world. Everything the Abbey does, everything Lord Melchior and Shepherd Artorias do, it ought to be rooted in that mission. And yet, something just doesn't feel right here.
You are dismissed. That knowledge is not for you.
Something wrong? Whoa! Easy there. Just asking.
Sorry. I was just deep in thought. Is there something you need from me?
Nah. Just heard a bunch of sighs and wondered if you were feeling sick or anything.
No, I drank my Salatoma juice.
Ah. Tasted like crap, didn't it?
It wasn't that bad.
Hey,
What?
are you afraid of demons?
No, I am not. It's more like I despise them. 10 years ago, a group of them attacked my village. They destroyed everything. And everyone.
Including your family?
Yes. The only family I had at that point was my mother. And in all the chaos, she... All I have left of her is this hand mirror she gave me. I didn't want anyone else to have to feel the way I did. And so I became an exorcist in order to destroy demons. So you can keep your pity.
Gotcha. I will then.
Alright, we're here. So we'll spend some time in Southgand. A bit of time. Not that long, but still a bit, actually.
That's called a penguin, a type of bird native to this area.
Oh yeah, I forgot about these things.
Penguin. Their meat is succulent and tender, and makes a lovely stew.
Wow, what's it taste like?
You'd eat that poor thing? Savage.
You're one to talk, demon. It was one of my mother's specialties.
All right, enough of the chit-chat. Magilu, what's this grimoire friend of yours like?
Well, how do I put it? Oh. You know, like that.
Like what?
Well, to put it in a way those of meager imagination can understand, Grimm's got a sort of listless, aristocratic air about her. A noblewoman in her twilight, you could say.
Huh. So you mean like a woman, but different from Velvet and Eleanor?
You're not wrong there. Tell you what, just keep an eye out for a grown woman.
Grown woman. Okay, I got it.
Well, since we got her name, we could start by asking around.
Exactly. Now you're talking. What's up, kiddo?
Magilu, you're a grown woman yourself. So why is it you have trouble clearly expressing your real feelings?
Good question. Put simply, a long time ago, mine broke. Bagow! Chapoom! Bye-bye!
Your feelings broke?
Come on. Let's question the townsfolk.
Okay, so I was checking because the penguin reminded me of something. So there is a quest that is unlocked, like, I don't remember if it's near the end of the game or after defeating the final boss, where you essentially have to find some talking penguins. One and you have to find two of them, and they're basically like characters in disguise from previous Tales of games that you have to fight. So there's a character from Tales of Xillia 1 and 2, and the second one, let me check. Oh no, also from Tales of Xillia. Okay, so two characters from Tales of Xillia 1 and 2 that you have to fight individually at first, and then you have to fight both of them at once. It's a thing in the Tales of games, they love to have cameo battles. There is a cameo battle in... I mean, there are two cameo battles in Arise as well. And these cameo battles are one of the reasons... No, wait, I was going to say something stupid, because I was going to say these are one of the reasons why I decided to stream Zestiria and Berseria, but no, because I had not, when I started streaming Zestiria, I had not finished Arise. I was far from finishing Arise. Anyway, so as I said, we'll be here a bit. So let's make ourselves comfortable by exploring around.
So how do you like our island? Nice and laid back, right?
It's quite a bit different from Logris.
This place was even more relaxed before the opening. But recently, a lot of our young folk have gone starry-eyed about the city and left us in the lurch.
It's still better than it was when the demons first started showing up. We have the Abbey to thank for that. And because people are traveling more now, the need for ships has skyrocketed. Our lumber industry is booming.
In other words, when the money started flowing, people let it go to their heads?
That and those exorcists and soldiers from the bigger cities, they really seemed sophisticated. People from the other islands wear different clothes and have things we don't, you know?
Getting worked up and worked over by what's trendy. Is that foolishness not the very definition of youth?
If this keeps up, our island's traditions will fade away. That's what worries me.
I understand how you feel, but you have to give young people the freedom to be themselves.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Even if for some time people keep the traditions, at some point you end up with a generation that does not want to keep up with any sort of tradition. And then you just start losing things. If we had managed to somehow keep every single tradition that was ever created, I don't think we'd see the end of it. Like, there have been so many things that have been created over the years by all kinds of people. And in all kinds of places. Anyway, we have another. Hang on. We have another conversation over there. Hang on. I know I say hang on a lot. It's a bit of a reflex.
It's become common practice to use Southgand lumber for shipbuilding, but there's a reason. Our trees really are the best for it.
Natant trees only grow in Southgand. Their wood is light, tough, and doesn't rot. Perfect for shipbuilding.
You know your stuff. Long ago, before people knew how to build seafaring vessels, Midgand and Southgand were separate countries. Then our ancestors fashioned rafts out of Natant logs and floated all the way to Midgand. A Midgand craftsman, amazed to see a humble raft cross the open sea, returned with our ancestors here to Southgand.
He had used the Natant logs to build a large, sturdy ship.
Thanks to him, commerce took off between Midgand and Southgand, and the Age of Exploration began. The excitement of a new age had everyone floating on air, but within mere decades, Midgand declared war on Southgand.
Ironically enough, it was ships made from trees from their islands that enemies used to invade them.
The fighting continued for a long time, but in the end, Midgand emerged the victor. Our islands were occupied. As hard as things were, our ancestors still like to joke about it. They'd say, Age of Exploration, more like Age of Exploitation.
When things were that bad, they could still joke about it?
Southganders have always been a cheerful bunch. We tend to look for the silver lining in every cloud. It may not seem like it these days, but Southgand used to be a place where the laughter would never cease. Some people even used to call it Shenanigand.
Shenanigand. This must have been a really fun place.
I mean, it's something that you can see throughout most of history. Places that have known terrible things, like places that have been invaded and stuff, tend to have, once of course these places have been liberated, they tend to have the most cheerful people around, because these people are just happy to finally be free and be able to enjoy life. So these people are usually really united, really happy as well. How do I reach? How do I reach the other side again? Hang on, I forgot. Maybe I need to go back to the... let me think. Yeah. I think I need to go back to the entrance. I mean the port. Sorry, I know it's not important, but you know, just a bit of exploration. While I'm busy exploring random areas, so I was talking about. Oh, nice, it's here. I was talking about the fact that I've advanced quite a lot on Soul Walker in my other account. I'm basically at the 6th hub, which is far from where I am currently on my main account. I mean, at least on the character that I'm streaming. So I've been able to see, thanks to that, that they have indeed kept on changing things. Starting from the 5th hub, they have stopped altering the maps, I think. At least I haven't seen any map that seemed altered in any way. However, they have altered the spawns. Essentially, what they've started to do in some districts is force every enemy in an area to spawn at the same time when they used to spawn separately, and regroup them together in one spot. So you arrive, you throw like one powerful skill, and you wipe every enemy in the area, in the room. Okay, so let's continue our my favorite line of dialogues with the priest. It's basically the same priest.
Come, sinner, and repent your wicked deeds.
Who? Me? I don't think I've done much that needs repenting.
No, my son, you must be mistaken, for I can tell just from how you dress that a great many sins weigh heavily upon your heart. But it's not too late for you yet. You must confess your sins and repent.
Yeah, I hear you, but I really can't think of anything.
Have you ever wielded violence?
No, all I wield are my swords.
Well, have you hurt anybody with your swords?
Yeah, but I haven't been able to land a killing blow yet. I've still got a long way to go. But the next time, I'll kill him.
No, you have it all wrong. You must repent for how you've used your swords.
Oh, I get it. I need to improve my cutting technique, right?
That's not what I meant either.
Ah, then what do you mean? It's a priest's job to guide the layman, right? You'll have to start speaking more clearly if you want anyone to trust your advice. Get your act together, man.
Yes, I'll reflect upon the error of my ways. Wait, what?
Poor guy. So far I think we got Velvet, Rokuro, and Magilu. Did we get Aizen? I don't think. And of course we haven't gotten Eleanor, and I don't think we've had Laphicet because I would remember. His conversation is funny. And a bit adorable, I must admit, but mostly funny. Yeah. So we basically can't avoid the story thing. Gonna look around. Nope. Okay.
Still no leads on that grimoire lady.
Mogulo, when did you get that letter from her you mentioned?
Hard to say. It must have been last year? A decade ago?
Take this seriously, or I'll feed you to the sharks.
Oh, what? I think I'd at least rate a Kraken.
Keep this up and I swear I'll eat... It's them!
The final preparations are complete. Once you've assumed your new post, everyone will act on your command.
Thank you, sister. But to be honest, I worry that these shoes I'm filling might just be a bit too big for me.
You need not worry. You possess a special strength and quality that others lack. Shepherd Artorias has high hopes for your deployment to Palamedes. Fear not. Just be yourself and you'll do fine. Believe you're a leader, and you will be.
Yes, I'll try to make you proud, sister.
They're sending him to Palamedes? Is that the name of a facility on this island?
I had better get going.
Safe travels.
Oh, one more thing. Be careful around the demon in Haria. It's stronger than it looks. We've even had some casualties.
Understood.
Also, if you must drink the water, remember to boil it.
Sister...
I know, I worry too much. But I just can't help myself.
So, there's a demon in Haria. Sounds like it's a pretty feisty one, too.
If so, it may prove useful.
Still, what magical timing for Oscar to show up here at the very same hour we do.
I understand your suspicion of me, but have you any proof?
None, it's true. But as an exorcist, you're certainly sympathetic to the Abbey's cause.
And soon you may wish we were sympathetic.
Eleanor hasn't been snitching on us. I'm sure of it.
And how would you know? Are you watching her even when she's taking a bath?
Huh? No, I don't. I always stay outside when she's taking a bath. And...
Then isn't it possible she's communicating with the Abbey in secret while you're not there?
You pledged to obey me until the day you die, correct?
Yes, that I did.
Remember, when you two trade blows, only the Abbey wins.
One less demon, and one less traitor for them to worry about.
While we're standing around here arguing, that demon could be attacking Grimoire.
It's true. Let's find some more people to question around town.
All right. Before I check the the skit talk.
The people of Southgand originally worshipped Aminuch, the Empyrean of Water. The lives of the people of the Southern Isles are inherently tied to the sea. Whether it was gratitude for a good catch or an appeal for protection, everyone offered their prayers to Aminuch.
But the Abbey worships Innominat, don't they? Do the people still keep their faith?
Most of the people obey the will of the Abbey. But one small village deep in Southgand is a special case. The village is called Haria, and even now they keep their faith in Aminoch. They've even quarreled with the Abbey. I'm grateful that they fight off the demons. I really am. But do they have to dictate which gods we worship too?
They think they do. It's their truth. Then again, they can't control what's in your heart, can they?
And I mean, that's basically how it works in the real world as well. Once people have a certain faith, they immediately believe it's their role somehow to tell you about it and to make you have the same one.
So what's it really
And
like?
it could be annoying.
Huh?
The connection between Moloch and Vessel. Do you share, like, thoughts and feelings?
Sort of. When I'm dwelling inside Eleanor, I can see what she sees and hear what she hears. But I can't read her thoughts or her emotions. Sitting in a box doesn't teach you how the box feels.
I see. In that case, I want to give her as little time alone as possible.
I don't want to bathe with her, alright?
I know. You're a boy and all. For her baths, we can send Bienfu. No, that's a bad idea. It'll have to be Magulu, or myself.
Phew.
What sort of boundaries have you and Eleanor drawn? How do you sleep?
We talk before bed sometimes, but it's not like I'm sleeping by her side or anything. It's easier for me to tell when she wakes up if I'm dwelling inside her.
Does she ever get out of bed at night?
Not in my experience. And she sleeps so peacefully.
Huh?
When she's around you guys, she always looks so stern. But when she's sleeping, her expression is softer, you could say. She lets her hair down too. And I think it's kind of prettier that way.
Huh. So that's what he likes. Well, keep an eye on her, but
But?
watch out for the older girls.
Huh?
She really treats him like
Take a
a
look at this. I knew this would be
brother.
big.
Oh, nice.
What a treasure!
The glass emits a subtle. Hang on, I need to go to find the guide I had found about the meaning of the treasures. Tales of Berseria expedition. Just to know exactly. Okay. Exactly what it corresponds to. So it was Kanono Island. So Kanono is a secondary protagonist of the Radiant Mythology games. The treasure shows the mascot companions from each game. Mormo, Panir, and Rock Springs. Okay. I haven't checked what these games are. I should probably. Radiant Mythology. What are these? Never heard of them. Hang on. How do? Ah, come on. Mythology. Oof. PSP games. Jesus Christ. Okay, so they seem to have something in common with. Oh wait, Tales of the World. Okay, Tales of the World. So it is from Tales of Games. Since it didn't show the full name, I wasn't sure. Oh, and we've discovered the Normin Islands. Hang on. What do I have here? I'm missing one item here. I mean, what material, but I can do without for now. Let's go to the Normin Islands. These seas are said to be the Normin homeland. A handful of ancient Malak ruins still remain on these islands, where the capital of the world once stood.
Scout ship setting sail.
Okay, yeah, so it's Tales of the World, Radiant Mythology, and apparently there are 3 games. Since it said it talked about 1 mascot for each game, I guess. Wait. Oh, come on. So Normin Island. Okay, so yeah, Normin Islands are not a reference to another specific other Tales of game, because Normins actually only appear in Zestiria and Berseria, contrary to Katz's, who I believe appear in another.
Teresa and Oscar sure
Cats.
seem close.
I've known them since I was an initiate, but I've never seen them quarrel, not even once.
Did you ever fight with your brother, Velvet?
Yeah, I guess I did. Sometimes I'd chew him out, and he'd sulk and stop talking to me, but I found that adorable too.
You did?
No matter how much he dug in his heels, or tried to talk like he was in charge, after a while he'd be right there trailing along behind me.
Like a little puppy dog.
Puppies are a lot more obedient. I always had to keep an eye on him. Little brothers are odd creatures.
Rokuro's a little brother. Is he adorable too?
Huh? I don't think a little brother who's out to kill you is in any way adorable.
But Shigure seemed like he was having fun.
Sometimes you just don't make sense.
Huh? I don't know.
I mean, depends on your perspective, I guess.
Do you have any siblings?
I'm an only child.
Well then, that's perfect. You pretend the boy is your little brother.
Huh?
That's a bit extreme, but actually, when I'm talking with Laphicet, sometimes I think this is what having a brother must feel like.
I could be Eleanor's brother.
Don't take any of this nonsense seriously, Laphicet. Malakim are just tools to exorcists. She can never think of you as her brother.
Oh, yeah.
You're wrong. I've changed how I view Malakim. I know that's true because I can think of him as a brother.
Right.
She's all talk. Don't believe her.
It seems to me like you're the one who's treating him as a tool, by forcing your own opinions upon him.
Ooh, 2 sisters struggling for the affections of their brother. Eeny teeny candlestick, which one will the Muppet pick?
How about an older brother instead?
Yeah, might be easier. I mean, yeah, depends on your perspective, how you view if you have a little brother. Like, Shigure can still find Rokuro adorable because of Rokuro's obsession with defeating him. Especially since Shigure is clearly like completely focused on fighting. He sees it as adorable to see him struggle to defeat him. It's a different kind of adorable, you know.
What does it mean to become an adult?
The eternal question of youth.
Have you ever heard of the ceremony of adulthood? It's a yearly tradition on this island.
If I remember right, it's totally wild. Everyone throws bananas and oranges at each other.
Traditionally, yes, but things have changed over the years. Bananas and oranges are a thing of the past. People are always reaching for bigger and better things, right? In this case, it's watermelons. Whole watermelons.
You're throwing watermelons? That's gotta hurt.
Trust me, I know. But watermelons are the least of our worries. Recently, people have started flinging coconuts.
Coconuts? Those things are as hard as rocks!
Trust me, I know. Like getting hit with a brick. Now, every year, there are some kids who never make it to adulthood.
You don't mean they...
Yeah, I've kept putting it off myself, but it looks like this year I've got no choice but to participate. That's crazy. It's far too dangerous. And more importantly, how does it make someone an adult?
There are ancient traditions that say overcoming danger marks a child's coming of age. Some people still cling to the old ways.
You've hit the nail on the head. There are lots of old folks that sit around complaining how weak us darn kids are. The hypocrites. Back then, they used bananas and watermelons. They even cracked the watermelons ahead of time.
I don't think cracking a coconut would help much either.
So that's why you're standing about looking blue.
I'm so ashamed of myself for being scared.
If you don't want to do the ceremony, why not just skip it?
I'd love to, but I don't really have a choice. I wouldn't be able to show my face around here if I chickened out.
Having the courage to say no to something you don't feel is right. Isn't that the true mark of an adult?
Wait.
You're right! Now I can finally become an adult! Oh, yeah! Look how grown up I am!
And getting
Okay.
carried away with yourself and acting the fool is the true mark of immaturity.
Yep.
Sorry. You're right.
But you know, if I had to, for some reason, well, I don't even know why I would even have to do that, or why I would even decide to do that. But if for some reason I had to design some sort of ceremony, some sort of coming of age ceremony, I guess, I think it would be something like a test to see if the kid is able to stand for himself. Like really testing the limits of trying to test the limit of how much the kid is willing to obey things that are unreasonable. Of course, without actually letting them do anything unreasonable. But like basically asking them to do something that seems completely crazy, see how they react to it. Like if they decide to try to do it, that would mean that they're not ready to take decisions that are important as an adult. I mean, saying that now, I would be a bit of an hypocrite because I clearly am not ready for these kinds of things either. Is there any? Nope. Nothing here. Hang on. I need to check my equipment because I've grabbed a bunch of stuff along the way. So now I have to check if I have found anything better than what I currently have. Ooh. Lose a lot of defense, but gain a lot of attack. No, I'd rather keep my defense how it is for now. But yeah, I found a bunch of things, so I better check if I can equip it. I guess he uses more arts than anything else, so I'm giving him this. Okay. Sorry. And I'm really gonna have to catch back on my oh nice, on my sleep. Oh, I didn't equip him with the Korogane daggers. Guess I could have done that for a while now. It's easy to see where I haven't been paying attention, especially when it comes to giving equipment. Okay. Nope. What she got? No. Hang on. She was... I pressed by mistake. I don't want to lose too much art attack because she does use arts a lot. Which makes sense, I guess, as a witch. As for Eleanor, it's physical attack. Loses too much defense on that. Come on. Okay. So I guess that's good. Gonna check quickly if he has anything. I guess a better fluoric talisman for Rokuro. And waste cost for Rokuro as well. Okay. Equipment Rokuro. So I said this. And this. So now I can dismantle the things I don't need. I mean the things I have in multiple eggs. I mean multiple... Oh, I'm trying to find a word. I mean the things I have in a lot of numbers. No, doesn't make sense. No. Almost got carried away. Okay. Enhance. I guess I didn't actually check every page last time I upgraded. Wait. Okay. And just sell some stuff for good measure. I guess all we have left to do is talk to this guy.
Hey, this doll? It looks like Bienfu.
Ah, a keen eye you have, young man. That is a doll of the Empyrean Aminoch.
That's Empyrean Aminoch?
Yep, no doubt about it. I've seen her with my own eyes. Real dignified, but not without a bit of a temper.
You saw her? Why was she angry?
Well, the Abbey's banned any profession of the Aminochian faith in Southgand, despite her popularity. Gotta assume that's what got her all bent out of shape. I tried talking to her, but no matter what I said, she was just like... Oh.
Wait, that sounds like...
Good impression.
Low energy goddess you saw? The doll you've got here looks like her?
Yeah, more or less.
Ha! Fortune smiles upon thee, weary adventurers. That listless goddess is none other than Grim.
Grimoire isn't human?
When did I ever say she was? So, shopkeep, where'd you see her?
I think it was down by Maclear Beach.
Pensively watching the tide come in? That's her, all right. Quickly, to the beach!
Why didn't you mention Grimoire as a Moloch before now?
You can't be too careful with that information. Spies listening everywhere!
I'm feeling paranoid because I keep hearing noises as... like... Okay, yeah, no, that comes from the game. There's one noise in the back of the soundtrack. That sounds like a phone buzzing. And it's annoying. So yeah, I'm pretty sure like the quest I talked about with cameo fights starts here with this group of penguins. And then for some reason continues in Northgand. What would a penguin do in a frozen place like that?
Beautiful waters. So this is Muckler Beach.
I hope she's actually here.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Jesus Christ! I'm so used to Soul Worker lately that I was trying to fight the enemies just like that. Won't really work.
We can do this.
I won't improve by fighting weaklings.
Anyway, I'm gonna try to hurry up a bit because I'm feeling really sleepy and I'm fighting to stay focused. And I still have something I want to watch after that, so won't be able to sleep for a while. I'm gonna bank on a second win.
I understand your doubts. It's quite the tangly mess.
I'll tell you anything!
In that case, I've been wondering, what's underneath your hat?
Oh no! Anything but that!
So, we've hit a wall already.
But that ribbon flaps around and gets in the way, right? Could I take it off for you?
No! No! That's not possible! You mustn't remove the ribbon! Why not? That's another thing I can't say!
It's all cants with you. Alright, is there anything you can tell me?
I could talk about what type of Malakim we are, or our position in the world of Malakim, or our abilities. Oh, I'd like to know all that. Then I will tell you. Listen closely. We Norman are a well-established race of Malakim. Compared to other Malakim, we aren't as adept at manipulating natural forces, but we excel at drawing out and heightening the abilities of others.
Think of them as a convenient power-up.
They're
Yeah,
also
basically.
known as common spirits.
Don't even say that! We Norman hate being called that.
Why is it so painful for you?
Because it makes people think we're average and unremarkable. That's why we work so hard to show how we're all different.
That does explain your quirky speaking mannerisms.
Don't sweat it. That's a perfectly common thing to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say that!
Yes, as I was saying, I'm gonna bank on a second win. Hopefully, because I won't be able to go to sleep right now. This is why I hate when I have something to do in the morning, because I never sleep enough, and then I spend the entire day like a zombie. Okay, nice. I mean, it's not much, but you know, still nice. Okay.
What are those penguins doing?
Probably keeping their eggs warm?
Most likely. They look like a mama and a papa. Penguins are monogamous, faithful creatures. They never leave their mate. Isn't that romantic?
So they lay eggs because they're like husband and wife. But how do they make the eggs?
That's... well... So, Laffy said, here's an interesting fact. A single penguin egg actually contains dozens of smaller orange eggs.
Oh, so their eggs must be small and crunchy.
Yep. They have the texture of caviar and the rich flavor of sea urchins.
Interesting. So they're more like fish than birds.
So you've eaten them. How cruel. Look how much they care about their young.
While it may be a bit cruel, they taste amazing. They're considered a delicacy in some circles. Top a bowl of rice with these crunchy eggs and some rich penguin thigh meat, and you get a dish called family fricassee.
That's a horrific
Yep.
name.
I wasn't the one who named it, okay?
Those eggs look tasty, but I think I'll pass.
Yeah, it's a bit like I've heard the name pop up in a few things, so I guess it must be like a cultural thing in Japan or something. Like bowls of rice with chicken. I mean, bowls of rice mixed with chicken, with mayonnaise, and topped with an egg. And they call that like a family bowl or something. I don't know why. I've seen the name pop up already. Also, that conversation for some reason made me realize that I've never asked myself for how penguins have their babies, and I don't want to know actually.
Is that...
Grimoire?
She's moving away.
Great.
A dragon?
No, just a big lizard demon.
Is it friends with Brian?
I don't think it is.
Think you can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem. Clutch it, eat it.
Yeah, my newest Vent type can be quite useful, I guess, because that way I don't have to cancel my guard to attack, and apparently I do a bunch of damage when I attack after guarding. I was literally about to say that he said you want to use our skill, and he just did. I mean your special attack.
Sorry to cut you down.
Grants a random skill that creates an advantage against Amorphous, Apodus, Beast, Crustacean, and Winged enemies.
So she's the same sort of Moloch as Bienfu?
You're Grimoire, right? We've been looking for you. We need your help. Who are you? I'm Velvet. I know your witch friend. Oh.
Grim, so wonderful to see you.
It's been forever!
Ah, you two. Still as outlandish a pair as ever, I see.
How exactly do you know her?
Witch training? She was an upperclassman.
And?
We found this fascinating ancient tome, and we were hoping you could read it for us.
Goodness, Magilu. You, of all people, joining a team? I didn't know you had it in you.
That keep me entertained.
Well, I don't need entertainment.
Bien! Come on, Grim! Isn't there any way you can help us?
It's not the kind of thing I do.
Oh, what a shame. Things happen. Well, we tried, didn't we?
Maybe you need some incentivizing. Do it. I'm serious. I bet you are. Your eyes tell me you're dangerous. Trouble follows you like a hawk tails a rabbit. And at my age, trouble is something I'd rather avoid.
How old are you?
Ask me again and you'll get a firework in the tush.
My apologies.
It appears we've wasted our time.
A walk on the beach is never wasted, but sorry.
Well, how did you learn to read the ancient tongue? Are there books for studying it or something?
My. Are you actually thinking of learning it on your own?
Well, I love reading, and I want to learn more about history. Besides, we need what's in this book.
You have passion, child, I'll give you that.
Not to mention you want to be helpful to Velvet, don't you, kid?
Yeah.
My tuition isn't cheap, you know.
You will teach me?
No, I won't. But I admire your dedication enough to read it for you. Now where's this book?
Here it is, ma'am.
You needn't be so formal.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Not ma'am. Right.
Let's see what we're looking at here. The language of ancient Averost. Had to be the hard one, of course. A lot of wear and tear, too. This'll take some time. We're in a hurry.
That may well be, but this isn't the place for study. Let's move to someplace more comfortable.
You've redeemed yourself, young man. There's a village called Haria just a little ways away.
That works. Thank you.
Fine. Haria Village. Whatever gets the job done.
I was checking. As usual, I was nerding out.
Isn't that the village with that demon that Oscar and Teresa were talking about?
Yes,
I think it
it
be.
was.
We should remain on our guard.
I was checking as usual. I decided to wait, really? I decided to check the voice actress for Grimoire and who she's voiced, and she's voiced a bunch of characters that I know about. So let me check. I'm hang on. Oh. I'm scrolling a bit further away to see exactly. Oh wait. Oh yeah, it was. I forgot the game was 2017, so I scrolled through a bunch of characters and. Huh. Grimoire appears in Tales of Zestiria as the Cross, the anime for Tales of Zestiria. I almost called it the X, but it's the Cross, actually. She appears in the anime for... Huh. So Elizabeth Maxwell is her voice actress. She's the voice of Jane Foster in the Lego Marvel Avengers. Huh. She's the voice of Ymir from Attack on Titan, and I'm talking about our Ymir, the one we see at the beginning of the anime. She's Winter, of course. That's why she was. That's why she felt so familiar. That's why she her tone, not really like the voice she uses in this, but there's something in the way she speaks that felt familiar. She's Winter Schnee, of course. So that means she's also Nikki from Camp Camp, which is a wild jump. It's a wild jump between the two, but of course she's Winter Schnee. I should have known. I love Ruby. I've watched every volume so far. I haven't watched Ice Queendom because I didn't feel the need to, but it's true that it's apparently a different story, so I guess I could check it at one point. But I've watched every volume of Ruby. So she's also the voice of... Hang on, let me find again. Sainijima in Persona 5. And any subsequent game that had Sainijima. An anime, I guess. There's one character, Albedo from Overlord. There's one character that had surprised me. Let me find it again. Mira Morales from Just Cause 4. I was not expecting her to be the voice of Mira. So the main girls that we meet at the beginning of the game. And there was two other characters. Rosaria from Genshin. And let me scroll back up. There was one character from Honkai, Natasha, from Honkai Star Rail. So yeah, she's done a bunch of voices that I know. I can't believe I never caught on the fact that she's Winter up until now.
Take a look at this.
I feel really stupid.
This recipe looks real tasty.
Fresh squeezed Normin carrots. Normin are not food. If you squeeze them, you will not get any vegetable juice. Great, thanks.
Scout ship setting sail.
Oh, I forgot to check. Yeah, it's true. I had a new skill. A rare food rate up. Small. Unyielding victory rate up. Okay. So the next expedition the current expedition has the unyielding active. So more victories. So I wanted to check, since I was checking voice actors, I realized I never checked who voices more grim. Cindy Robinson. Amy Rose in Sonic X Shadow Generations. Yeah, Amy Rose in a bunch of things apparently. Might be just the voice of Amy Rose. Hang on. I'm checking. Literally the only one I know of is Amy Rose. Oh, she's the grandma for the Prisoners of the Sky movie for the Seven Deadly Sins. I mean, it's an English dub thing. I've never checked English dubs. She's voiced in some Persona games. I've never actually been able to. Oh, she's Hanit in Octopath Traveler. Oh, that's impressive. Because her Mogrim voice is completely different from her Hanit voice. Octopath Traveler is absolutely a game that I would love to replay on stream. And if I ever get the second one, I would love to stream it as well. Because Octopath Traveler is an absolutely beautiful story. And I was not expecting to love a game with such a basic system so much. I mean, basic. Not that basic, but I mean, it's like, it feels like a classic RPG It was released in 2018 and it looks like an old school Final Fantasy game. But it's so great. So she's apparently used to voicing grandmas. Seems like it. And animals. She literally voiced in Club Penguin. Oh, Paranchi in Mass Effect Andromeda. So yeah, more Grimm, I know. Amy Rose. Rachel in God Eater 2. That's her. Well, I guess I can see the resemblance in the voices. Yeah, I can see. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'd forgotten this thing existed. No, a TV show that my younger siblings used to watch. I mean, a cartoon. Yeah, she's essentially the voice of Amy Rose, I guess. She's voiced her in everything. Akiba Strip. Oh. I didn't even know Akiba Strip has English voice acting. Disgaea, I've heard a lot about the Disgaea games. I've never really paid attention to them. Okay, so yeah, she started by voicing in cartoons, and then she branched out to anime stuff and games, I guess. But she's been voicing in cartoons for a while. Ooh, Skyrim. She's the voice of Astrid and Valerica. That's not often you see voice actors for games such as Skyrim come back in other games. And apparently she voices Naruto when he uses a sexy jutsu. You know what? I'm not even gonna ask. I've never actually watched Naruto. I've heard of the sexy jutsus for another video. But yes, I'm not afraid to say it. I have never actually watched Naruto. I think I said it actually last time. Last stream or maybe a stream before that. Which makes me think that on the city bus earlier to my that was bringing me to my apartment, there was a guy with a Naruto shirt.
I apologize if I'm being rude, but I have to ask. You're not Aminoch the Empyrean, are you?
Of course I'm not. What would even make you ask such a thing?
A shop in Isolt was selling Aminoch figurines that looked just like you.
Oh, that. I distinctly remember whispering to the shopkeeper in his sleep, telling him not to sell those things.
You showing up in his dreams probably only convinced him you were the real deal. You should sue for his use of your likeness and get proper compensation from that shopkeeper.
Forget it. It's no concern.
Yeah, you're right. It's not like they'd ever sell anyway.
Oh, you think a figurine of mine wouldn't sell?
You got this whole somber ennui thing going on. A figurine needs to be cute, like me.
Then how about I turn you into a product?
Me? Really?
Oh yes. I'll have you stuffed and mounted. But since it'd be a unique piece, I'd have to price it a bit higher.
Mounted? No, count me out!
Oh, you're no fun. Now, what was it we were talking about?
Whether or not you are the Empyrean Aminoch.
Ah, yes, that's right. I'm no Empyrean. I'm just a simple girl. It would be hard for anyone to worship an Empyrean like me, right?
That's true. I mean, it just seems like you're the type who can see through anything, so perhaps an Empyrean seems less intimidating from a certain point of view.
You're saying I'm scarier than an Empyrean?
Not scarier exactly, just more of a savvy sort of woman.
That's not a bad answer, but it won't get you out of the doghouse.
Yeah, I can absolutely hear winter in that voice. Can't believe I missed it. I missed it before. I was checking also Kurogane's voice actor is Keiji Tang, which I've definitely heard of before, and he's apparently Detective Pikachu. Because why not? He also voiced Tom in the Tom and Jerry movie released in 2021. Because why not? Hang on. And he's voiced a lot of main characters in anime. And he's the voice of Ichiban in Yakuza Like a Dragon. I've never played a Yakuza game either. But I've heard of Ichiban. I don't remember where. Hang on. I have a code red to take care of.
I don't think we have a chance.
Yes, we do. Hang on, let me check our level. 35. Yes, we totally have a chance. Oh. Apparently Keiji Tang has given his voice to one of the... has given like his voice as one of the voices available to the main character of Code Vein. Provides the ability to trigger a random skill which decreases final damage on hard mode or above. Okay, I'm almost done checking this thing, and I won't have to check anything after that for a while until we meet the next character that I want to check. Yeah, he's Detective Pikachu. I can't believe it. With the name, with the voice. Oh, he's Gontai and Yasuhiro in Danganronpa. Yes, so he definitely does not have the same voice when he's playing Kurogane. And now that I've seen them, I know I can like see a number of other characters that I've seen with I've heard with that voice. Hang on. Before we go up there, there's a little something to find around here. I haven't really focused on spirits for a while, just realized. Which is why I've only opened one cat's treasure in this stream. Ooh, it's the voice of Dirk in Zestiary Square. Another thing I haven't checked in English, so I wouldn't have known. Anyway, let's go to Haria village.
From what we heard in Iseult, demons are attacking villages, and more people are growing upset with the Abbey. So I hadn't expected things in Haria village to be so laid back.
They might be on their best behavior because you're accompanied by an exorcist.
Huh. I didn't know you could see the world in more than just black and white.
The Abbey wouldn't entrust my responsibilities to someone who couldn't see beyond the surface. I have seen many things in my work. I've beheld both the light and the darkness in the world of men. Despite that, no, because of that, I won't turn away from the wrongs that I encounter. Moreover, I have faith. I believe there is good in all our souls.
The darkness, huh?
Yes, like you.
You're awfully direct.
Yep. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I definitely wouldn't have been able to recognize the KG Tank because his voice is really different as Kurogane, because he's Fang from Fairy Serif and he's Lyren. I mean, Lyren as in Ren's father. I would not have picked up on that either. He's Ren's father in Ruby. Oh, he's voiced some of the enemies in Array 6. But yeah, I would never have picked up on him being Ren's father. He has such a different voice, like he has a range. The dude has a range. Jesus Christ. Oh wait, no, it's a kid that's hiding behind a tree, I think. Hang on. Get me with that.
I can't deal with this anymore.
What's the matter?
Everyone's sick of all these fruit-flavored gels, right? So, I made gels using the giant cacao beans only found here on this island. It gave them a nice bitter chocolate taste. But people complained that they weren't avant-garde enough. Ugh, chocolate-flavored gels, how prosaic, bah! This got me fuming! So I caught some maiden bonita fish you find around here, ground them up, and made some gels with them.
You put fish into chocolate gels?
Well, people do braise meat with chocolate. Chocolate and fish may go surprisingly
No,
well
it's not.
together.
Not.
Exactly! It was the discovery of the
Don't bring up the.
the needle flakes
Oh, come on.
crunchiness and the gel's gumminess made for an exquisitely bad combo, which made it interesting.
So if you made an innovative new type of gel, why are you so angry?
That's exactly my problem. I outdid myself. Now I need to make my Gels World debut as amazing as they are. So I thought up the ultimate plan.
And that is?
I'll put my Choconito gels in toilets all over the world. I'll call it the Great Choconito Toilet Gambit. No one will go to the bathroom without finding my gels. I think everyone will have a lot of fun. So, genius, right?
Yeah, it's weird, but I think it's funny too.
Right? I knew that kids would get it.
Who's a kid?
But all the adults in my village called it silly and lowbrow. They forbade me from selling my Choconito gels at all. Isn't that just horrible?
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Yep.
Aw, man. Things used to be so much better. Mom would make me dinner, and all I had to do was go, 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 ga, and everyone would smile and praise me. I don't want to become the kind of grown-up who can't find any fun in looking for gels in toilets.
I can't believe that they seriously brought up Le Fiche au Chocolat. Like, really. Like, of all the memes you could bring up in the game, you had to bring Le Fiche au Chocolat. And now I can't keep that stupid gif out of my head. Jesus Christ. I'm absolutely going to post it somewhere after the stream. Just because I have a server where I mean, there's servers that I mean that where I know at least one person will react to it. Just because it's so stupid. Ooh, treasure hunter. Oh great, I forgot to check one place. Hang on. I guess I could maybe have... I thought it would be like something where you can only slide from. Apparently not. Great. So yeah, this place is why I said we'll be here a while, because we'll have a bit to do around this village. Wait, no, it's not the correct building. It's here. Yep. Knew I wouldn't have enough. But better safe than sorry. Anything else? No. Okay.
We could use a place to stay.
I
Any
missed
rooms
something.
open? Yep. Just finished cleaning, in fact. You can help yourself to that room there.
All right, time to start deciphering this scroll.
Let's wait somewhere outside so Grim can concentrate.
Do you think maybe I could stay and watch? I really do want to study the ancient tongue. I promise I'll be quiet and not get in your way, teacher.
What did you just say, child?
That I'd be quiet and...
No, what did you call me?
Teacher? You said you didn't want to be called ma'am, so I thought maybe that...
Sensei.
Yes, satisfactory. All right. I'll teach you how to read ancient Avarost.
Thank you so much, teacher!
We'll leave you two alone then. Let us know if anything comes up.
So I don't have any problem with down times like that.
Do you plan on just giving
But
up?
I feel like they use them too
Aminoch's
much.
temple. The priestess isn't the only one whose job it is to protect the temple. It's the duty of everyone born in this village.
Why did the Abbey need Aminoch's temple badly enough to risk causing this much unrest?
But how will we protect our village from the demons if the Abbey abandons us? Besides, we won't be able to do business with the people of Isolde anymore.
Our faith in Aminoch has nothing to do with the demons. When the priestess gets back, I'm going with her to protest.
The demon blight changed everything. Will we never be able to return to the way things were?
The way things were.
I don't think most people even remember at that point the way things were. Like, much like in real life, humans have a really short collective memory.
Listen, I don't know what they told you in Isolde, but our village has its own traditions. This village is under the divine protection of the Empyrean Aminoch. For unbroken centuries, a line of his priestesses have guided us. They're tasked with performing the sacred rites of worship. And sometimes, they even deliver us his words and will.
And there's still a priestess today?
Of course! And her daughter is training to become our next priestess. Although, I sometimes feel they push themselves too hard. Both mother and daughter are giving their all for Haria. But the Abbey doesn't care about any of that. And they stole our temple from us.
By force?
An exorcist named Teresa came and heard us out. But from the very beginning, she always intended on taking our temple. Her words may have been kind, but that doesn't change the fact that she demanded that we worship her god, Inominat. In all the years we've worshipped Aminoch, not once did we ever try to force others to adopt our beliefs.
Why haven't I seen this priestess she's talking about?
Because reasons and things and stuff.
So she digs being called teacher. Well played, Laphicet.
She wasn't so fond of ma'am, so I guess he figured he needed an alternative.
You can tell how badly he wanted to help her with the languagey work. I think our Malak boy's finally finding himself.
So it would seem.
What connection do you think there is between the violent demon Teresa mentioned and this village?
Couldn't tell you.
Could there have been a demon blight breakout here? This village doesn't look like it's been attacked, but...
Whatever it is. If it keeps the Abbey's eyes off us for once, that's good enough for me.
You really will use anything and everything towards your own aims, won't you?
Yep, and that includes you. As I'm sure you've noticed.
Yeah, she's probably noticed.
It sounds like deciphering the text might take some time.
We should be prepared to wait it out here a while. Hopefully it'll all be worth it in the end.
I hope so too. But ancient Avarost is complex. It's not just a matter of knowing the grammar and vocabulary.
Oh? Then how exactly do you read it?
I'm not sure about the specifics myself, but from what I understand, you kind of have to intuit a lot of it.
A language based on guesswork? Thanks, old dead people. You're officially the worst.
Yep. It's a bit like... I was rewatching Free Ren recently, and in one of the first episodes, she... in basically like the first episode actually, she has to decipher a book written in an ancient language based around pictures. How do you even think about writing a language based around pictures? I mean, I guess we have like, we've discovered things like pictograms and stuff, but they're way more abstract than entire pictures like it seems to be in Free Ren. Like, why do ancient languages have to be so difficult in fiction?
Banning local religions. The Abbey sure knows how to oppress the populace.
I'd imagine that comes part and parcel with spreading the good word. Other gods would only get in the way.
From what we overheard, it sounds like they've taken over Amenoch's temple, Palamedes, to use as their base of operations.
Sealing it off would be provocative enough, but straight up taking it over? Not a lot of so-called reason to that. Unless... Do you think they need it for some other purpose?
Shrug.
Shrug. I should start talking like that, like talking out loud what I'm doing. Shrug.
Oh, ancient Avarost. You have the obstinacy of a spurned lover who refuses to move on.
Even for you, teacher?
It's this one crucial line. I can't wrap my head around it.
Well, from what you've taught me so far, it looks like it says... Sa, Popo, Mucho, Sanchon.
Correct, but if you merely translate it word for word, it ends up saying, the parent hates tomatoes, the child eggplants.
I doubt those have much to do with Innominat. Yeah.
You don't know, might be a
Their
clue.
grammar is nothing like ours. Sometimes you have to reorder the words, and even then the meaning can require leaps of logic and flashes of intuition.
Reordering? So like... San-san, Pocho Pocho, Pocho Musan, Pocho Musan. Can you read it that way?
Pocho Muson. Now where did you get that from?
These words are lined up, like they repeat. And when I read this part that same way, it just felt right.
Pocho Muson. If that's repeated here, then the passage turns into... the Nameless Empyrean.
Empyrean!
Ho ho, that has to refer to Innominat. I think we're on to something. Alright, so if we apply this rule here, then... It would seem to be a book of children's counting songs.
It's not about Innominat?
What matters is what the song says, child. And I think you will be very interested in the words.
Feels a bit weird to have children's song about an Empyrean.
Shall we go check on them?
Like, why would you even make a children's song about a divinity like that? Or the equivalent of a divinity. I guess as a warning sometimes, or something like that.
Yes, well, thanks to the boy here. As it turns out, he has quite the knack for languages.
Only because I've got the best teacher.
Careful, honey tongue, you'll give this old girl ideas. Huh? Now, child, I'm sure they're curious about the song we unearthed. Why don't you read it aloud?
Yes, teacher.
Song?
8-headed is the lord of the land, with 7 mouths to devour malevolence. Through pulses of earth doth base nature's flow, as he awaits the time of awakening. 4 Empyreans may tear him asunder, but so long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therians shall be forever reborn, in sight of the full crimson moon. The nameless
Doesn't really rhyme.
Empyrean hath one heart, the nameless Empyrean hath one body.
I mean, I guess.
Therians? Essentially, this ancient
I guess it's
text
not the
we
same
found
language.
is an annotated volume of drawings and songs pertaining to Enominat. Annotated? Then hurry up and just tell us what it means.
I'm sorry. So far, we've only figured out how to read the song lyrics.
All right.
I take it we're still in for a good long wait before it's thoroughly decrypted.
Likely so, but if we want to find out what the Abbey is up to, we need to know what's in this book, no matter how long it takes.
What the Abbey's up to, is it? I think we can learn much, even from the lyrics alone. The drawings depict him with 8 heads. One of them belongs to his main body, but the other 7 are his mouths. Those mouths consume malevolence, sending it along earth pulses back to that main body so he can awaken. The 7 monsters fitting that description are called
Therians.
Right. Now as for this malevolence, I have no idea what that means.
What about the second part?
I haven't studied much ancient history, but it said this world was created by 4 Empyreans: Earth, Water, Wind, and Fire. But they also call Enominat an Empyrean. Perhaps a war broke out between Enominat and the other Empyreans that resulted in him being sealed away.
But if there is someone to connect with this divine power, the Therians will keep spawning. And just like that, Enominat will be revived. If we assume that Shepherd Artorius fits that bill, and that he's trying to reawaken Enominat, everything lines up.
Which means our job is to find these Therians and cut off Enominat's heads, so to speak.
But where do we even start looking for them?
Remember, the song states that the Therians in Enominat's body are connected through earth pulses. If their job is to feed Enominat, the most effective place to position them would be at the earth pulse points.
Points?
The place is where the power of Earth Pulses is concentrated.
Places with that sigil. Hey, remember the barrier that was keeping this bug in the forest?
Wait, are you trying to say that thing's a Therian? And yet, it would explain why the Abbey was keeping it locked up.
And there was that same barrier at the villa, too.
That's right. Do you suppose that was also a Therian? Does that mean the Therians all come in different forms?
Should we go to Logres and check?
We've just started deciphering the book. I'd hate to lose time on some fool's errand. I'd rather know at least a little more about what's in it before we make a move.
Something bothering you, Grim?
This line. The one about Therians being forever reborn.
I just felt the same thing as I did in Warg Forest.
The needle's pointing in the direction of Amenoch's temple, Palamedes. Do I recall hearing that the Abbey took that over?
Yep.
Temples and ritual sites are often built on places thought to be rich in spiritual energy. Could the temple possibly be an Earth Pulse point?
There's lots of Earth Pulse points scattered all over the world. If there's only 7 Therians, most of them will be empty.
It's not like we have any better leads. If there's even a chance, shouldn't we go check it out?
Better than sitting around waiting on the book. If nothing else, we'll find out what Laphicet is sensing. Just a theory, but if you were to kill a Therian... What? I guess there's only one way to find out. Never mind. Good luck out there.
You know, it's interesting actually, the game never, now that I think about it, the game never makes you like check an Earth Pulse point that ends up not being
Take a look at this.
the location of a Therion.
I knew this would be big. What
Empyrean tablet. Unearthed from a Norman archipelago. Inscribed with a crest and is thought to have belonged to a temple. So we recognize the 4 crests from this area: fire, water, wind, earth, and Innominat's crest.
Scout ship setting sail.
So yeah, the game never actually makes you like go to a place that is not actually one with a Therion. Which might be a missed opportunity.
Who are you?
The innkeeper's daughter. I happened to overhear you all talking about going to Palamedes and...
Did you report us to the Abbey?
Report? But you already have an exorcist with you.
If you have any business, talk with her then.
I'm Eleanor Hume, an exorcist with the Abbey. How might I be of service? I want you to look for someone. A mother and her child went to visit the Abbey grounds, but they haven't returned. They've both gone missing? Yes. The mother's name is Mahina. She's a priestess of Amenoch. And her little daughter's name is Kamoana. Hold on. If she's a priestess of Amenoch... Right. Ever since the Abbey booted her out from the temple, she's been regularly going back to make her objections heard. But one day, she never returned home. And now her daughter has disappeared too. I can only assume that she went to go look for her mother.
And you believe they're being held at the temple?
Oh no, ma'am. I just can't imagine Mahina would abandon her daughter like that. Kamoana is next in line to succeed her, so she's had a strict upbringing, but her mother truly loves her. Please forgive Mahina for her protests. I was just hoping you could use the Abbey's resources to track them down. I will do everything in my power to find them. Thank you. Thank you so much. Like Kamoana, I grew up with only my mother as family. I can't help but worry for them.
Of course. Let's be off, Miss Exorcist.
I'm sorry, there's so many cutscenes here that I basically have nothing to say during them.
Eleanor.
Oh, come
What's
on.
your game here?
The mother and daughter, you mean? That's on me. I'll search for them myself.
I don't care about that.
Well, what then?
Why are you actively helping us decipher the book, when we're using it to thwart the Abbey's plans?
You think I might be deliberately misleading you? Laying a trap of some sort for you all?
Are you?
I think you're a lot of things, Demon. But foolish is not one of them. I want to know the truth. I want to know what Lord Artorias is trying to accomplish. And there's something happening in the world right now. I want to know what it is. Unfortunately, little old Eleanor has never been deemed trustworthy enough to be given such information. So, my only option is to find out for myself.
You've got the soul searching down at least.
The Abbey and your band of rogues follow two different paths, but something tells me either will lead me to the same destination.
And so you don't see any need to lie to us?
Exactly.
And what'll you do if those truths don't line up cleanly with what you believe?
I'm not sure yet.
As honest an answer as any. Either way, it looks like you'll be working with us for the near future.
Yes, for now.
Hey, could I ask you something?
What is it?
About the Therians. I've heard you call yourself a Therian before. Is there any particular insight you have about them?
No, none. Artorias said I was one, that's all.
And that doesn't bother you?
Does it bother you?
Nope, not at all. If you're not worried, then neither am I.
I'm surrounded by freaks.
I mean,
But
you're one to talk.
was that truly the reason Ceres chose me?
You're one to talk. I guess. And there's another damn skit. Nope, I'm not interested. Okay.
Velvet keeps picking on Madame Eleanor. They're total opposites, so I know they're just gonna clash sometimes, but Velvet takes it too far.
You really think they're totally opposite?
If Madame Eleanor is a white lily, then Velvet is a black rose. If Madame Eleanor is a soaring Pegasus, then Velvet is a wolf in the shadows. If Madame Eleanor is a plate of spaghetti carbonara, Velvet is squidding noodles with seaweed.
I don't follow you completely, but I think I get the point.
I'm sure you understand. The two have nothing at all in common. And since they don't share anything in common, some fighting now and then just can't be helped.
Well, they both have beautiful hair.
Okay, but we're talking a noble exorcist and an aloof demon.
Eleanor sometimes treats you coldly, and Velvet has helped me more times than I can count.
Madame Eleanor gives herself fully to the salvation of others, but Velvet is bent solely on revenge.
That means they're both motivated by thoughts of others.
How is the cheerful and talkative Madame Eleanor at all the same as the brooding, taciturn Velvet?
Both of them talk to me when it's just the two of us together.
You're just trying to be contrary.
I'm only telling you what I've experienced.
Actually, I feel that Madame Eleanor isn't really reaching out to me.
It's all right if Eleanor doesn't want to talk to you. I'm here for you, Bienfu. You aren't alone.
That just makes me feel lonelier.
You two are opposites yourselves.
Huh?
I mean, yeah. It's almost like everybody is different. Everybody is unique. Something that I've heard recently. Oh, come on. Really? Come on. For some reason I keep getting knocked back whenever I want to attack.
Your style is really unique.
Just wait until
Okay. I want to at least reach the temple before the end of the stream, but the issue being I know that there are more scenes awaiting, more skits. I mean. Nope. Okay. Guess I could have. Okay, yeah. I could have gone through another way. So of course, as usual, I'm only going this way because I know it's a dead end. And we see the code red over there. A kraken. You know, I'm really feeling like I should really like just maybe stop streaming Tales of Berseria and switch to Tales of Arise. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the game, but it's not really the kind of game that I can really comment on when I'm playing. It feels more like as if I'm playing normally on my own. I mean, I still have some things to say about some of the things discussed in the game, but a lot of things I'm just like, sure, okay, that was a dialogue. What can I say about it? Nothing. So maybe it'd be better if I switched to Tales of Arise. I don't know. Not like anyone would notice. Just Christ, I almost used some shortcuts from Soul Worker. Come on. Okay, but why is it things focusing on me, and why are your characters not attacking me? Oh, I forgot to switch. That's why. Okay. I completely forgot to switch the characters that are active. That's also why I don't have any support right now, because Laphicet is in my reserve. Grants a random skill that can allow souls to be retained when performing a break soul on hard or above. Great. Not useful at all. Anyway. Formation.
I'll
I'll do what I can.
Great. Sorry, girls. I'm fighting with the boys. So yeah. I guess we might have a large amount of time, but this dungeon is quite big before we reach the temple.
This rocky shore just keeps going. Just don't step on any sea slugs, okay?
Why not? What's the big deal?
It's just that it isn't pretty. Their insides squish everywhere.
Yikes. That sounds pretty traumatizing.
Then again, if you pickle their innards, it makes for a great snack.
You eat them?
Oh, don't be a baby. You've had worse.
Forget the sea slugs. Try not to step on the coral.
Good point. Coral is alive and needs our protection.
Or maybe it's because some of it can be sold for jewelry.
I didn't mean either of those reasons. Although Manon appears similar to Maclear Beach, it was formed by a completely different process.
Now that you mention it, this area is covered by rocks.
Maclear is just your average seashore. But Manon here was made by the slow corrosion of seaside caves.
They were worn away by the waves?
That too. But mainly, it was the handiwork of a rock-eating species of coral, known as ravening table coral. Stay in contact long enough, and they'll melt your flesh right off.
Ah, so that's why it tingles every time I touch the coral.
Why didn't you warn us earlier?
I mean, it's true for most kinds of coral that you will get hurt easily if you interact with them. I remember when I was a kid once, we went to the beach and it was like, hang on, it was like near an area where they grow mollusks, I guess, mussels and what do you call them, oysters. And there was this, like, I don't know, I think it was made of wood, but might have been made of stone. This thing completely covered in corals because the seawater, I mean, it was constantly underwater. So corals are and barnacles had started to grow on it. And I tried to vault over it. I simply, like, I was rather little, and I didn't raise my leg high enough. My leg simply, like, scraped on the side of the thing, mostly on the corals and barnacles. It started pissing blood, like, really. I had already bled more than that in my life, but I'd never seen anything like make me bleed so much simply by touching it.
How long are you going to keep on calling it a rhino stag roast? I don't know. It's a new kind of beetle, so it's gonna be hard to tell if it's really a rhino or a stag.
And we're back on this topic.
A lot of questions. Bienfu, do you like bugs? Duh! I love rhinoceros and stag beetles both. What guy doesn't find them fascinating?
Me.
Right? So which kind of beetle do you think it is? Rhino or stag? Oh, that's a tough question. But guess what? Miss Mogulu taught me a surefire way to tell. I didn't know there was a way to tell. Yeah, but if I do it, you gotta name it after me, alright? Come on! What guy doesn't wish he had a cool bug named after himself, right? And
me.
Besides, Miss Mogulu told me that this technique is so good that it's only fair to have a bug named after you in return. So what do you say? Man to man? Come on, let's live the dream! Oh, all right. How can I say no to that? Besides, we all did work together to capture it anyway.
Yay! Thanks, Laffy-Set. All right, show me the bug, and I'll tell you what it is. Miss Magilou says you need to open up its outer wings and get a good whiff of the thin underwings.
I'm pretty sure I remember rhinoceros and stag beetles smelling really nasty under their wings.
Is it really that bad?
Why not find out for yourself?
No thanks. I think I'll pass.
Maybe you shouldn't do this after all, Bienfu.
You probably just want to hog the name all to yourself. Well, too bad! A real man never goes back on his word. If it packs a mean punch, then it's a rhinoceros beetle. And if it smells really zesty, then it's a stag beetle.
I don't know about this.
Just let him do it, Laffy-Set. He's already volunteered.
I can do this? Just you watch! This smell is the most bad thing that ever batted it!
Whoa! He fainted with his eyes still open! Hey! Wake up! Wake up, Bienfu!
Miss Magilou, as soon as I smelled it, my nose literally exploded.
He looks like he's having a bad dream.
Yeah, you know, that would happen. Anyway, what I was saying during the thing, I've never really been interested by beetles. Mostly because there aren't many around where I am. Actually, the first and only time I've seen a beetle was like 2 weeks ago. And I simply saw it fly around and it was huge. Jesus Christ. That thing was gigantic. But it's literally the only time I've ever seen an actual beetle. I mean, I was interested by some bugs when I was a kid, I guess. I was one of these weird kids that played with bugs during recess. You know. It was fun.
I spy with my little eyes a kiddo who's spying at my bewitching waist.
Oh, sorry. I just couldn't help it. What are those books anyway?
Oh, that's a great question. Since you asked, I'll reveal the secrets of my tomes just for you. On the right, I've got my household ledger in the back, and my magic encyclopedia in the front. That one I mostly use for oil blotting paper.
What's oil blotting paper?
It's a girl thing.
Oof.
The two on the left are my heavy book, which I use for flower pressings, and then my super pop-up book.
A super pop-up book?
When you open it, it pops out with the force of a raging river! When an enemy has me cornered, I can just open it up facing a nearby wall and pop! Instant getaway! The only downside is that it's a real pain to try to get closed again, so I haven't used it in years.
What about the book right in front?
That's actually layer cake.
Whoa, really?
Seared into its batter are precious bits of knowledge. Eating it is just as good for your brain as it is for your stomach.
Wow! I had no idea that was possible.
He's taking this so seriously, I almost feel bad.
All of your books are so interesting, Magilou. That's really cool.
There's no end to your curiosity, is there?
I mean, it's certainly interesting to have books hanging around your waist.
If you really do, then say, Magilou, I want to get to know you better.
Magilou, I want to get to know you better.
All right, I accept. I'll reveal to you my most private secrets.
Wow, so that's what's on the other side of these books. I wouldn't have ever guessed that.
What the? What are you doing with Laffy-Set?
He said he wanted to see, so I'm showing him. You have no right to stand in the way of his desires.
It's my job to protect him as his vessel, especially from someone so wicked as yourself. Also, what you're doing runs contrary to public decency.
Witches aren't supposed to be decent.
These bindings with the locks on them.
I mean,
this
there's still a limit.
Really popular during the Meliodas dynasty.
Huh, again the
Now that I know
Meliodas
you're
dynasty.
such a bad influence for him, I'll be keeping a closer eye on you.
If you can't learn to take it easy, nobody's ever gonna want to marry you, you know.
like you're a shining example of marriage material yourself.
Hey, Magilu, could you turn them over one more time? I want to see how the book's attached to your belt.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Magilu, I was wondering about that book you have on your waist. The one you called your heavy book, for flower pressings.
Your curiosity truly knows no bounds, does it, kiddo? Okay, nobody else knows this, but since you're so interested, I'd hate to leave you hanging. My heavy book, the one I use for flower pressings, is none other than a collection of Bienfu's poetry.
Bienfu likes to write poems?
Yep, you'd never guess it, but he's actually just about the best Moloch poet around. Some people even call him the Great Norman Poet. Here, I'll read you my favorite one. If there is something unimportant happening to the east, I'm made to go there and back. If there is something unimportant happening to the west, I'm made to go there and back. I can never rest nor be at peace. Every day my life is a living hell.
That's heavy stuff.
Isn't it? That's what makes it so good for pressing flowers. It's so wonderfully oppressively heavy.
Magilu, your face has gone all sinister looking.
She's always like that. Don't worry about it. Yeah, she's not really a good influence on the kid. Come on, stop following me. Great. Sorry, I have a bit of a headache that seems to have started, and I've taken like some medicine to calm it, but apparently does not seem to work yet. Anyway, before we got the skits, I was talking about the dangers of coral and barnacles and how easy it is to bleed when you scrape your leg against them. Mostly, I think it's probably due. Sorry. It's probably mostly due to seawater, you know. I don't know exactly how it acts on wounds, but it seems to worsen them a lot, and yeah, it's not really pleasant. But not the worst injury of my life. I've had worse. Actually, I haven't gone, now that I think about it, I haven't gone to like any place alongside the coastline in freaking years. I mean, I guess technically 4 years ago might count. I mean, we weren't really alongside the coastline, but we were way closer to the sea than where I am currently. But I used to go to a place by the beach. I mean, to a place with a few beaches. Not in a weird way, okay. But I used to go there like once a year when I was a kid. I'd go to a family house, and there were bikes, like old bikes, not the ones that they make everywhere now with like big wheels and stuff to go on every terrain possible. Really like old ones with
How about it, Laffy said? Picking up on anything?
In the direction of the temple. The feeling's getting stronger now.
Ones with like a bent handles, and like really thin wheels. I mean, really thin tires, I guess. and it was the best. Like riding one of these bikes is so great. It's a lot of fun. It's quite easy. Like I completely understand when I see. Hang on, let me finish these guys off before. Okay, now that I have actual fighters in the team, it's better. And hang on. I'm trying to focus on remembering what I was talking about so that I don't forget it once the fight is over. So I'm not really paying attention to the screen because it's distracting me. I know it's stupid, but that's where I work. Okay, great. So yeah, thanks to these bikes, to the bikes that were there, I completely understood
Scout ship setting sail.
Why they used thin tires in things like the Tour de France. I mean Tour de France, because you go fast on them. And yeah, every time I went there, I would spend so much time riding a bike all around the place, going to the beach with it, going like on long trips alongside the coastline. It was great. I haven't done that in well over a decade now. I haven't gone there in well over a decade. I'm thinking about it mostly because my family is going there for their vacation. Okay, so I guess we have time to start the temple. Like, I don't want to be basically like have too much time on my hand between the string and what I want to do next.
A demon! The demon we heard about? Sounds like it's having fun.
Then we'll use this distraction.
And seems like these guys aren't really good for their job, you know?
Wow, look outside! It's the ocean!
This was a place of worship for Aminoch, the Water Empyrean. The ancients built this sanctuary underwater for the same reason that Eumasia's temples were built underground.
But building this underwater couldn't have been easy.
Aye. With the Earth temples, all they had to do was keep digging. Here, they had water to contend with.
How did they do it? You can't split the sea like you can a log.
They started by stacking giant stone blocks in the shallows, creating an enclosed space. Then they drained the water and expanded the enclosure. Once they had done that enough times and secured enough dry space, they were able to dig into the sea floor.
It's mind-boggling, isn't it?
The humans believed that by going through such great hardships to build these temples, they could show the depth of their devotion.
Additionally, current research suggests the site of this temple once sat on the seacoast.
What? Are you saying I'm wrong?
No, I'm only reporting what I've read in academic journals.
How would coastal ruins sink into the ocean?
When the Empyreans began their slumber, the land shifted, and this temple was swallowed by the sea. Scholars were able to prove that the sand and the heavy stones formed an airtight seal around the structure. Later, people carved an undersea tunnel to connect to the temple, bringing it to its current state.
Now that you mention it, I think I read that book too. Revised Theories on Ancient Architecture, right?
That's the one. Have you read it, Aizen?
No, I only read the first edition.
The problem with the stone enclosure theory is that each time you expand the enclosure, the innermost stones have to be carried out. Once that was pointed out as being too inefficient, alternate theories were developed. The revised edition has a number of competing theories. I highly recommend reading it.
I will then.
So, wait, was that a complete rebuttal of Eisen's explanation?
That was not my intention.
It's okay. Archaeology is a continuous process of asking new questions and making new discoveries. Prevailing theories change all the time.
What's it matter anyway? Let's just get going.
Poor Eisen.
There's no Empyrean here, right, Eisen?
If you're worried about it, why not flip that coin of his? Heads, no Empyrean. Tails, Empyrean Central.
But it always comes up tails.
Like I said before, these temples are nothing more than places of worship built by human hands. The current religion started when humans, fearful of natural forces, began to worship four gods they called the Empyreans. If you're concerned about whether or not one is sleeping in these ruins, just remember that their very existence is only legend.
Be that as it may, Innominat certainly exists.
Aye. But I've never heard a single story of anyone actually seeing an Empyrean. Innominat must be a special case, then.
Must be.
I suppose so. If there were four more like him, and they were all trying to stop us, we'd be sunk.
I can't disagree.
Yep. But I mean, according to the book we found, they probably would try to stop Innominat rather than stop anyone going against him. Something is written that chalice bears a symbol and that commands the flowing water. Should the chalice be filled with water and its mark turn blue, the water shall be as a wall to thwart your path. Should the chalice be dried by flame and its mark turn white, the impending waters shall lie still, opening the path before you. Yeah, it's essentially like a big hint on how this temple works. I kind of like, actually, this temple's configuration. It's guarded by Malakim. But yeah, I kind of like how it works. Essentially, like you've got these waterfalls, and they are controlled by these things. So if you empty one, it stops the waterfall. And if you fill it up, it starts the waterfall back up. Yep. So, taking care of this one, I'm gonna take care of the other. Yeah. And this temple has a few walls to destroy as well. Not as many as in Yumesha's temple. But it has a few, you know. I'm gonna try to progress until the next save point. I mean, I might be able to reach it. And I'm gonna stop at that point. Okay, so this is a warp point. It warps to a room that is a dead end currently. Okay. Because it's a dead end currently because there's a waterfall blocking the exit. Obtain a dark bottle. Alright, and the jewel we found is to activate this chalice. I should be right next to the next. I mean, really close to the next save point.
Well, it wiped out the security for us, but...
Well, look at that. Wolfie's got the crest of Aminoch. The same pendant worn by priestesses.
Then that makes this demon.
Yeah, she must be the missing mother, Mahina.
Can't be.
Yes, it can be.
Don't just stand there. It's gonna eat you. I know that.
All right.
To think a priestess, beloved by her village, would become a demon.
Eleanor?
Well, yes, it's almost like the Abby's action.
This is the least I can do for her.
Actions have like had an effect on her.
Huh? That feeling.
Damn!
Let the demon be. We don't need it.
But yeah, it's almost like the Abby's actions have had an effect on her. Fatigue-related skills. Did someone trigger a fatigue-related skill around me? Is that why I'm so freaking tired? Anyway, I'm gonna save here. Quickly explain how this works. So you've got this door. You have 7 symbols on this door. Each correspond to a chalice. And we have to basically activate, I mean, make the jewel glow on each one of them. Which means that we will have to reactivate the chalice that we stopped to enter here. But for that we will have to make some detours. So, yep. So as I said at the beginning of the stream, next time will probably be on Saturday, hopefully, because basically I'm coming back. It's my family that is bringing me back on their way to go on vacation. Usually when they go on vacation, they leave in the morning, really early, so I should be back at my place in the morning. If that's the case, I might even have the time to go buy some groceries and come back to stream as usual, which would mean Scarlet Nexus, I guess. Or maybe something else, I don't know. I don't know if I would do anything else currently. Maybe some GeoGuessr, I might send it. So I will try to set up some new things in place for the channel in the meantime. I mean, not much. Try to get a new profile picture, a new background for when I'm discussing, like, for this. Hang on. Let me leave let me leave the game. So yeah, new background for this. I would say a new overlay, but literally every other overlay I've ever checked was shitty. So probably not. And yeah, maybe a new nickname if I can find one. I would have to like fire up every single one of my brain cells to try and imagine a name because I'm so freaking shitty with names and so uncreative. I don't know. I'll try to remember to change these things, but since I won't be home, I don't even know if I will have the time to do these things or if I have to help with like random stuff. Hmm. So I don't know. Anyway, either way, we'll see each other either Saturday or Sunday. Probably Saturday. So, in the meantime, goodbye.